All right, let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody up. I am feeling like quite the chatty patty right now. And I was going to try to record, but there's people in my house that really wants me to understand that they're not gonna be ignored tonight. So I just decided to jump on in and go on and go live. I hope y'all was able. Yes, my chat box came up this time. This is good. Now let me see if I can get this how I want this. Hey y'all. Yep, this is gonna be good. Oh, if I can get it right. Hold on. I'm a little slow. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Hey. And my equipment working okay? I can look at the screen and see y'all. Hey. Happy holidays to everybody. Hey, big dude. Hey, precious. I want y'all to know that the title of that video is of sort of a confession. There used to be a time in my life when I was referred to as Sledge. That is a true story. A gentleman that was a very good friend of my kid's dad. He hung around me for a little while and he just said I was Sister Sledge. And then he just shortened it to Sledge. And if he ran into me, if he rang my doorbell right now, that's how he would greet me. This is exactly how he would say it. Hey, Sledge. He doesn't watch my channel, so he'll never know I told y'all that. Hey, Science. Hey. Yeah. I know the title was funny, but that is actually true. So I just felt like that was my what? What? My sister might have heard it. She know it's true. If my sister in here, she heard me. Because she just texted me and said, bitch. Now, I don't know if it could be for a number of things. I don't know. I could be being called bitch for a multitude of things, but it could be because I just confessed about being Sledge. I don't know about y'all, but I think the solstice was good for me. I am glad. I think the solstice is what I needed. You know, I'm a water sign. I'm Pisces. You know, the moon and all that shit. That shit affects us. I'm feeling a little good. Feeling a lot good, actually. So, it don't look like it's too many of y'all in here. I think everybody in here is Pisces. Thank you. You said that blonde looks good on me. Thank you, big dude. I'm going to tell you something. Hey, Science. I'm going to tell you something. I knew that I needed to really get my mind right when I styled my hair, when I put my hair on, and I styled it, and I was looking back at it, and I knew that I had did my thing on the hair, but I couldn't appreciate what I was looking back at, and I said, "Oh no, bitch," this is how the voice in my head talks to me when I'm talking to God or whatever. Oh no, bitch. You are the problem. Like, you are literally the problem. Oh, no, you're going to have to get this together. It ain't no way. You done this and put this on and you don't feel what? Who going to do what? What Cardi say? Who going to do what the who? So, yeah. I think I needed that solstice. I feel much better. And I feel like, since it's just a couple of us and it's just a couple of Pisces, perhaps I can try to give us a little fair warning. Oh no, she's talking about something else. See, I didn't know what she was talking about. Hold on, let me just check her real quick. I feel like I'm gonna do a read for Pisces since we on. I'm good trouble. Yes. Hey JP. Hey, yes. I'm good trouble. I feel like I'm ready, y'all. I feel like I am so fucking ready. You know, it's still the the new rollout still, the new software still gonna have a few bugs in it. I'm still working out the bugs and the kinks on the new software, but I definitely feel like I'm ready. I'm ready for this new year. I'm ready for new. I'm ready. I'm also ready to tell somebody's business. And since I feel like mostly everybody in here is Pisces because it's kind of late, correct me if I'm wrong. I was just going to do something for Pisces right now. I was so right with my Sagittarius read, by the way. I said it. Science. And listen, what's so funny about the whole thing is that I truly predicted. I said it felt so deep, and that's why I took my time. I was on there for 3 hours, and I wasn't doing many reads. That energy felt so deep and so strong, and I was so sure about what I was feeling, even if I couldn't place it to who it was happening and what it was happening about. And I was on there for 3 hours talking to y'all. But I knew I was on some Tupac shit. I knew it was the truest shit I ever spoke. And no sooner, I told y'all I'm gonna start seeing the confirmations as soon as I get off. And I did. I saw them. And they're still happening. They're still happening. Everything is playing out on a big ass world stage. Everything is all out there. Everything is out there. The truth is out there. And I don't care if we're talking about big world shit or just shit that's going on in your life. I cannot possibly be the only person feeling like it is so very clear to see everything at this point. You know, it ain't no big mystery or no big wonder at this point for me. It just as far as like, you know, life and where people belong and what place they gonna serve and what I need to do for myself and that type of stuff too. You know, I hope I'm making sense. Yes. Yes, and I read that too. I read that we are out of 14 years of Neptune. They said 14 years, Pisces. Did you guys know that? Once I read that shit, I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Because I couldn't, y'all wouldn't believe all the shit I could tell y'all that's happened to me in the last 14. The last 14 years have kicked my ass. This also made me realize that I am a lot fucking stronger than I ever gave myself credit for. And then I'm gonna have to finally start giving a bitch the credit she deserves, because she did make it. Damn it, I made it. I'm still but somehow, some fucking way, you know? And I know I can't be the only one. If I'm not mistaken, we're ruled by like Neptune and Jupiter and shit like that. If I'm not mistaken, JP, you might know a little more than I do. But I know it's like 14 years of a bunch of bullshit because of some planetary stuff in our life, Pisces in particular, and we're moving out of that. And if it sounds a little familiar and you dig into it and think about the last 14 years of your life, you get what I'm saying? Think about what you've been through in the last 14 years. Think about that shit. Think about it. Just see. All right. So I'm going to use a straight tarot deck. And I'm going to do this read. Now listen, y'all know life is life and we live in it, right? And I feel like the red deck, make sure y'all take care of me with the like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hype me up too, please. And I feel like the red deck read, and the read I just did for Pisces, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I put a Pisces read up. Very insightful shit. Very insightful, very insightful. And at the end, there was definitely some sort of third-party situation that is definitely ending. That was very, very clear that there is a situation, a third-party situation. Either it's a third-party situation in the sense that it's external to you, or it's a third-party situation that you're somewhere wrapped up in and involved, but there's an ending to that. And that was clear. That was clear in that read. So now I'm going to just try to talk specifically to you. Now, other people may come up, as other people do. We don't live in isolated situations, most of us. But I'm going to try to really speak directly to you and try to get your ass together for who may be in the chat, okay? I love y'all. I appreciate every last single one of y'all. I thank y'all for the likes, comments, subscribe, shares, y'all book, y'all donate, y'all look out. And I appreciate y'all. And believe it or not, like as much as y'all anticipate hearing my thoughts and hearing my predictions, you'd be surprised how many people in the real world don't listen to me. So don't think that don't mean a lot to me. Don't think it don't mean a lot to me that y'all respect my voice and that y'all lend me y'all ears, okay? Just know that. I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and talk about what energy is present for Pisces right now. What energy is present? What energy is present, Spirit? What's the present? 5 of Wands. A bunch of the funkity fuck bullshit. I can laugh. We can laugh. You know why I can laugh? Because the kids have been kicking my ass. And it's winter break, and I've leaned completely into the fact that this is going to be my reality for the rest of the year going into next year. And I'm just going to have to fight for my space, my peace, and my sanity, because I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm going to start hitting these cards hard. But the 5 of Wands is a lot of chaos, conflict, right? The 5 of Wands could simply be a situation where 5 people could be involved, but it could also be a situation where there's just a lot of energies involved and everybody got their own agenda and their own objective, right? Because that's what the 5 of Wands is. The 5 of Wands is a bunch of people put together by whatever circumstances they're put together, because these people clearly are in a circumstance together, right? I appreciate that, science. I do. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said, the voice, the intuitive voice or whatever it is in my head, it is way more brutal in the conversations that we have. It's very brutal, very direct, very straightforward. And when I get on my soapbox and I start preaching to y'all, I kind of try to give it to y'all the same way, because even though the voice in my head sometimes pisses me off and sometimes it hurts my fucking feelings, it don't be fucking wrong. I just don't be ready to fucking receive it all the time. So anyway, look, the world, see, with the world underneath the 5 of Wands, this is the cycle wrapping up. The cycle of whatever this whole conflicted shit that's going on here. I do feel like the world is indicative of learning a lot of lessons behind it, right? Somebody could have learned the lesson in leadership, how they gonna have to steer the fucking ship, because if they let everybody just do what they want to do, it's gonna be chaos, right? The world is a cycle closing out. It's also about a lesson being learned. It's also about a fresh beginning, because it's the last of the major arcanas, right? So the good thing about this 5 of Wands, with the world being under the deck, I know that either someone has learned a lesson about it, or it's wrapping completely the fuck up, okay? I just heard something about internet fighting too. Let's see what. Some of y'all could be an internet beef. Be careful. Don't be beefing on the internet. Okay, let's see what the obstacle is here for you, Pisces. What's the obstacle here? What is the obstacle? Yeah, Pisces, you dealing with some shit, dealing with whatever's going on right now. It's bigger than just you with the 5 of Wands. Others are involved. There's others involved. There's a lot of things to consider, because for some reason, other people, feelings, objectives, goals have to be considered in some kind of way. Because, see, we don't deal with this if we don't have to, right? When it ain't my damn business, it ain't my business. And maybe it's the lesson of learning that shit ain't your business. Could be. Don't know who I'm talking to. Could be, though. Hey, Iviani. The obstacle is the Knight of Pentacles. The obstacle is getting to this place of longevity, trustworthiness, reliability, stability, right? Building this shit brick by brick by brick, in the words of Franklin, right? We could be talking about, let's say we're talking about family, right? Pisces, let's say we're talking about family. This could simply be you coming to the conclusion that because there is so much chaos and drama and everybody got their own objective with the world, you could have really learned the lesson with that, right? You could be deciding you're going to do something differently because everybody got their own objective. You could be deciding that everybody is messy and you done learned the lesson, right? And that's why the obstacle could be the Knight of Pentacles, because this is your family, right? Right? You stuck with these people. Right? But that is the obstacle. The obstacle is like just getting at, I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like in a place of stability, comfort, longevity, trustworthiness, reliability, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving fucking knight in the deck. I used to hate the Knight of Pentacles when I first started reading tarot. When that card would come out on me, I would used to be mad as fuck. Like, oh, because I know it's a long time, but the Knight of Pentacles is the best knight because that knight is the knight of long term. That's the knight that moves slow like Paulie, because the Knight of Pentacles don't have to move for anybody. But when this knight moves it, you can trust that it's reliable, right? It moves slow because everything is in place when it moves, right? Gangsta Grills. Hey, Gangsta Grills. Gangsta Grizzles. Now, you had to know I was going to yell out Gangsta Grizzles. You knew I was going to do that. This is deja vu. I definitely drink this. That's the obstacle. Look, the Devil. See? Listen. The obstacle is figuring out how to deal with the Five of Wands. Like, I don't feel like it's even how to deal with it, because the world tells me that someone has learned a lesson with it, and that the cycle is wrapped up and somebody is ready to start fresh, start over. It's been the obstacle because with the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil, this is long term. Some of you get something about Capricorn energy, but it's something about like the long term energy, the loyalty, the reliability, the trustworthiness versus the toxic, the codependent. Like, it's every time I'm out, they keep calling me back in, right? It could definitely be like that with family, right? It could be like this with work, right? Right? Because if there's some toxic shit going on at your job, but the Devil and the Knight of Pentacles is the obstacle, because it's like you got to deal with them people, right? You got to deal with them folks, just like your family, right? To a certain degree, right? These kids being toxic as hell, but I got to deal with them, right? Sometimes these kids is like the Devil. I tell myself I'm going to ignore them and I'm going to push forward, and I got a plan, and every time I think I'm out, they call me back in, right? Yeah, but that is over. Look, the Ten of Swords. I told you. So let's see. Let's get some for the recent past. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, and then I'm going to clarify and see what I get on the Pisces. Recent past. The Lovers. Gemini energy. The Ace of Cups. See, Pisces, you know what I feel like in the recent past. For sure. I know what I'm feeling in the recent past. In the recent past, with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups, I feel like you gave your energy from a very sincere, pure place. It's something about you offering whatever it is you offered in this situation. The Lovers and the Ace of Cups is like you offering your love, assistance, your cooperation from a very pure place with the Ace of Cups. I feel like in the recent past, that's what you did. And if we talking about love, this could be just some shit you both felt this in the past. I'm just not sure where this is going, so I don't want to put it in the box, right? But I know for sure with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups, I do feel like in the recent past, I know for sure that you did offer yourself up, because I know how Pisces get down. See? Okay, see, I know I'm right. I know I'm right. I just don't know. Like I said, it could resonate in very many ways, and I don't want to put it in the box where it's just, you know, your twin flame and all that. This is deeper than that. We gonna roll with it. I know you offered I know you offered very sincere partnership in the recent past with the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. I know that for sure. I know that whatever you offered, it came from a very sincere place in the recent past, okay, to this situation. So let me see where you are now. Let me see where your conscious is right now. Where are you at in this Pisces? Two of Pentacles. You got some decisions to make. You weighing some shit out. The Six of Swords. I feel like this got everything to do with how you want to decide to proceed or to move on from a situation. If the Two of Pentacles with the Six of Swords got everything to do with you trying to decide how you want to proceed. Bottom line. Now, whether this is just you moving on, agreeing to disagree, moving to calmer waters, or getting the fuck away, right? Or completely being over something. It's something about you trying to decide how you want to proceed. Yep. Pisces, I see you proceeding with something, but also being, you're cautiously proceeding, for sure. You're proceeding with caution on something. But it got something to do with that lesson you done learned. It is something going on with you. Let me get one more for your perspective, because I see you're trying to make a decision about how you're going to proceed. Give me one more for your conscious. The Queen of Pentacles. See, yeah, this is you. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles, and it's male or female, just put it where it goes. But when the Queen of Pentacles come up, especially when this has been an obstacle with the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is all about stability, comfort. This is how you manage your money, you manage your home. It's about, like I said, your own comfort, your own stability, and also about like moving forward to what you're going to nurture, what you're going to grow, what you're going to invest in, right? Look, the Tower. Yeah. And see, I'm not going to understand, like, if this is close to home and you trying to proceed, but figure out how you going to proceed with caution. Because the Tower makes me feel like you could blow some shit. You could blow on some shit if you wanted to, right? You could really blow. If we talking about something that's trying your patience, and you trying to decide how you going to proceed with it, but you are proceeding with caution, right? If that's what we're speaking of, and it's with the Tower being under here, I don't know why this do this. I'm hoping y'all can still see me and hear me. Is everything okay? Can y'all confirm? Yeah, they might have got me because of Michael Jackson. Let me turn, because YouTube might get me about him. Okay. Like I said, it could be a situation where you're proceeding with caution because the Tower let me know you could blow you could really blow some shit up. But I also feel like with the Tower here too, you got some decisions to make, because it feels like whatever decisions that you are making and however you're going to proceed with the Tower, I feel like it's like something. There's going to be some things that are going to end. Something about old faulty foundations coming down. Yeah, I see you really putting a lot of thought into this shit. I see it. About which way you're going to proceed. How you're going to proceed with something. Thank you, Leslie. And I saw you send me a PayPal too, boo. Okay, let's see what's going on underneath the surface. Let's find out what you don't know. What is it that Pisces? That popped right out. The Six of Wands. And the Chariot. Pisces, I do feel like with the Six of Wands and Chariot, what you do not know is someone, and I don't know who this is, we'll get to it. Pisces, I do feel like a couple things. I do feel like you are going to be rewarded. You are going to get victory and success. You are going to move forward successfully and triumphantly. This is telling me you may not know this now, right? Because this is what you don't know. You may not know this now, but however you proceed, you're going to proceed the right way. You are. And you're going to get victory. You're going to get success. You're going to be triumphant. You're going to proceed and move forward. And you'll be in control of the outcome and how something is going to go. Some of you, this is literally about moving. It doesn't have to be. I also feel like you may not know that someone else sees this. Six of Wands in the Chariot. You may not know that someone else is seeing you getting victory and success. Someone else is acknowledging that you're getting your props. You may not know that someone is coming to you to give you your props. For sure. You may not know that someone... I feel like someone could be seeing you move forward, but it could be definitely someone that you turned your back on and left in the past. Give me some more for what you don't know. I also feel like there's going to be an energy of you moving forward. You are going to leave some shit in the past. You are going to turn your back on some people, places, and things that's no longer serving you. Give me one more for what you don't know. The King of Wands. Uh-oh. You don't know something about this King of Wands here. The Ace of Wands. See, you don't know something about this person. Ooh, we gonna get into this. We gonna find out what we don't know about that one here. Y'all see that one here? Now listen, some of y'all got a fire sign coming towards you for sure. Somebody with some kind of fire in their belly, under their belly. I don't know. But I felt that like acknowledgement. Some of you, listen, if this is just about you, you may not know that the decisions that you are getting ready to make and the positions that you're taking and the way that you're handling a situation, you may not know that it's going to put you in a situation where you are going to have victory and success. You're going to be in control. It could definitely be the way you handle some shit and take control of it based on the decisions that you're making, based on the conflict that is presenting itself. This could be you definitely taking charge and the way you handle it. This is going really great for you, the Ace of Wands, and presenting some opportunities for you, like really sparking and kicking some shit off. I could be talking to a man or a female, a man or a woman right now, male or female. But you may also not know, some of you, that there is this man here. I got to warn you here. Got to warn you. Got to warn you. Got to warn you, because you see it. You see it. Six of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Here you go. The Nine of Wands. He worked hard for that money, huh? Yep. The Empress. I know some of y'all don't know what it is. Yep. The Eight of Wands in the world. Oh, Pisces. See, for some of y'all, either way, new or old, you're in your head about it. New or old, you're in your head about it. I see it. The Empress and Eight of Swords. You're the Empress, but you're in your head about it. And it has something to do with that world energy. About cycles wrapping up, lessons being learned, starting all over. The Tower. Yep. Give me one more for what we're unaware of. Then we're going to do some clarifying before we do the near future. The Five of Swords. And the Hierophant could be something about a Taurus here. Pisces, for some of you, it could clearly be you just having to take the fucking lead in the situation. Sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. I had to put snacks up here for myself like a kid and get them set up so I could snack while I read. Excuse me. Some of you just got everything to do with you having to take a leadership role. For sure, if we talking about work. Even if we talking about home, this could be you having to just take the leadership role because some shit ain't going on. It's like too much going on. All right, it's too many objectives going on. But some of you, however this is resonating, I stand by all the messages. But what you may not know is that there could be someone headed towards you. I'm not sure if the Five of Swords pertains to what's going on with them mentally, or if this is what may be going on with you mentally because of what you're having to deal with as far as with the Hierophant dealing with work, organization, family obligations, traditions and values and shit. I don't know if this is his or yours. Here's a Hierophant. Ooh, here we go to Ten of Wands. And letting something go. Pisces. Sorry. I done spilled a little peanut butter and jelly on the damn table. Let's get some clarifying. Let's clarify. And we'll do the near future after I clarify the energies and see what we get, okay? Hey, Reed, did you get your email? Did you check your email? Did you check your email? No, I was just doing a Pisces read. I can do Q&A. I just didn't want to put that stamp on it because I just felt like kind of chopping it up and giving Pisces another read. I just did. I posted one tonight too. I believe I caught up on all my privates. If for some reason I owe you a private and I did not send it to you, please let me know because I believe I'm caught up. But let me know. Okay. So let's see what this Five of Wands is about in the present. Let's see what this conflict is about, Pisces. Let's see. Because like I said, it involves other people. I do feel like it's not one of them situations where you can just choose to not deal with it. Because I feel like if it was that kind of situation, that's exactly what you would do. Right? We typically don't like a lot of chaos and drama and foolishness. We typically recoil from the Five of Wands and make our ass hurt. So this is why I feel like the Five of Wands that's present, whatever this conflict is, this is like some shit that you have to deal with, right? But it doesn't have to necessarily be all out fighting and brawling, right? But it is a group of people who are forced to have to deal with each other under whatever circumstances, who all kind of have their own objectives and goals. And that is what's making the situation a bit chaotic. Yeah, I understand. I understand, Leslie. Yep, I understand. So let's see what the world energy, let's see what the world was under the deck for the Five of Wands. I do know the cycle is closing out. And it is going to be a fresh start. But let's see what the Five of Wands is about that's present. Three of Cups, Eight of Cups. See, it's something dealing with people. It's something dealing with people. It's almost like that kind of energy where, look, Ten of Swords. It's some sort of energy about dealing with others, right? It's almost like celebrating the good. It's something it's about the energy of like celebrating the good, but like knowing when to throw in the towel and walk away, because we got the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So, Eight of Cups. It could literally, like, it don't have to be so literal. Because y'all, everything is so literal. But it could literally be like not competing and not beefing and conflicting. It's almost like not fighting over something or somebody, dealing with a third party, just walking the fuck away. Ten of Swords here. But I don't feel like it's that literal. I just feel like it's something about it's people. It's celebrations, it's good times, but it is something about having to walk away and knowing when to walk away and being willing to walk away from people, places, and things that's no longer serving when it's time. And the Ten of Swords, just letting some shit go, like knowing when. It's like knowing when to throw in the towel, right? I'm not exactly sure where this is going, but I'm picking it up for sure. Let me see why the Knight of Pentacles. Let's clarify the obstacle for the Knight of Pentacles. Because the Knight of Pentacles is not an obstacle, it's a goal, right? You want the Nine of Pentacles. You want to feel stable. You want to feel like there's things in your life that you can count on. People you can count on. People can count on you, and there's things that you can count on and that you're comfortable, right? The Knight of Pentacles is when things are very comfortable and stable, so there's not like constant fear for the future, because the Knight of Pentacles set shit up for the future, right? So that's not an obstacle, the Knight of Pentacles. That's a goal. So whatever this conflict is with the Five of Wands, that is the obstacle. And this is the goal, right? So let's see why the Knight of Pentacles is here as the obstacle, right? I feel like whatever's going on with this Five of Wands is the obstacle that's preventing this Knight of Pentacles feeling. But I do feel like it's going to be addressed, though, straight up. Give me something for this Knight of Pentacles energy. King of Cups. Now, Pisces, I don't know who he is. He could be you. She is I, and I am him. This could be you or someone else. But the King of Cups is an energy of someone who is emotional, has emotional intelligence. This is about having emotional intelligence about the situation. I'm telling you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. The Tower, boom, Scorpio energy. Wow. Somebody got emotional intelligence. And I feel like somebody is very mature. It's almost like mature enough to not like blow the fuck up. Now I'm feeling like I'm picking up on the energy of a man that's feeling like he could blow the fuck up, but he ain't gonna do it or something like that. It's coming off kind of masculine. But I definitely got masculine in me. And I am very proud of myself for the things that goes through my mind to do when I am angry. I'm proud of myself for everything that I thought about doing when I was angry, and I told myself don't do it, right? And that's emotional maturity, right? And not even to say I would have been wrong for doing it. Maybe I wouldn't have been wrong for doing it, but I might not have been right either, right? You know what I'm talking about? Doing something out of anger. And when you have to really, and you know you could do it, you could really hurt somebody or fuck some shit up. But your emotional intelligence is what stops you, right? Now, I don't know if this is someone else or this is you, Pisces. I'm just picking up on this energy. Like, this could be the person that you have in a conflict with, this King of Cups. Or this could be you. But I do feel like it's some sort of energy of someone having it. Like, there's an emotional connection, but there's also emotional intelligence about a situation. Look, because you're the Tower. And for some of you, it's about having to remain calm and not lose your shit, right? Not blow up, right? No matter how some shit is coming, no matter how things seem like they're crashing and burning and something going down, it may be really about you, just like I said, you really being emotionally intelligent, and knowing how to handle Tower moments, right? Because the Tower with the Knight of Pentacles could definitely be like things that shake your foundation, right? Things that make you uncomfortable because it puts a crack and a shake in your long-term stability and security and foundation. For sure. Ooh-wee. Pisces, there's just some messy stuff going on and it keep coming up, and I'll be just glad when it leaves me alone, because now I feel like I'm being haunted by whoever the hell is breaking up. Okay? Like, I know, I get it. It keeps coming so strongly in my reads. I get it. I hear it. I don't know what spirit want me to do with that information for whoever that's for. I'm single, and I'm not wishing on nobody's relationship to break up. I am minding my single business, I swear. But this message keep coming up. There's some of y'all do have new love coming in or whatever the case may be, but there's definitely someone that is getting out of a relationship. And let me remind y'all or something. I don't want to get on my soapbox a little bit too much, but let me remind y'all or something. Especially women. I can't speak for men. I can speak about men, but I can't speak for them. I do feel like I understand them some of the time, my Lord, but I ain't one of them. But I don't want to give y'all a negative feeling about knowing that, because we are wired differently, women and men. This is true. Women, we handle singlehood okay. We can navigate that okay. Some of us, not all of us, some women can't be by themselves. No, my man, and God bless them. Peace to the chief, love to the gov. But not every woman is cut from that cloth, and a lot of women are comfortable enough to be alone. So I say that to say a lot of us don't break up and go right into another relationship. But one thing that I learned about men, I feel like I'm safe to say this about some men, not all men, but some men are just, they do feel like they are not cut out and built for singlehood. And some of y'all got somebody coming towards y'all soon, whether this is new love or return of love or however it's going to play out. And I'm not never saying that you got to take anybody that you do not want. Trust me, I'm not advocating for that. But for some of y'all, there is somebody coming, but they are breaking up. And I don't, like I said, I don't know why this keeps, it just is the dead horses just keep getting beat to me in my reads to the point where it be freaking me out. I'm scared to look at my phone. Because like I said, I know it's not me. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm minding my single business. But there is some breakups in the atmosphere. There's some shit going down. I just want to let y'all know that and get that out my system. Hopefully, we can move on from it, okay? Okay. But yeah, give me one more for this night. This obstacle with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles here. Being an obstacle for Pisces. Eight of Swords. See? I feel like there's something about somebody getting out of their head, making a decision, trying to figure out what the right thing to do. There's also something about things situations playing over and over again, repeat patterns. Like however this is going. Like let's say I'm talking to some of y'all and it's about a work situation, right? It could be one particular MF at work that's causing all these problems, right? It could be just one particular person. It could be that King of Cups. Or you could have to be the King of Cups in this situation. Because it could be more than one particular person. It could be a group of people. Like I said, 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups happening. This could definitely be a bunch of people like, I don't know why I feel like, in whatever situation that's going on where there's this chaos. Pisces, I feel like you are taking something very seriously, or someone is taking something very seriously, but I feel like it's a situation where there could be people who are not, right? They're still partying and turning up and thinking some shit is a game or something like that. I don't know. Like in the words of Ida Maynor, some people may not know the war is over. Look at the Two of Swords. See, this is going to be about making a decision, and a decision has to be made here, okay? That's the obstacle, and I'm seeing it. And Two of Swords and Eight of Swords is 10 swords, ain't it? It sure is. Yep. And look, 10 of Pentacles. I know I'm right. So let's see why the Lovers is here in the recent past. Like I said, all I could say for sure, Pisces, is in the recent past, I feel like you gave to something or someone from a very pure place. Like you were open, willing, right? Queen of Pentacles, see? And look, remember where we are. Right? I told you this is us. See, I told you. I feel like you gave to situations. The Queen of Pentacles also invest, right? So this is like something about you investing. Whatever you were offering, you were willing to invest. It's about long term. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing. She's giving. Like I said, she definitely focuses on her stability, her finances, but she also focuses on growing and nurturing other shit, like in male or female. But this is definitely like, okay, I am willing to partnership. It's like I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is, if not so literally money, right? They are like that. The one thing I've been blessed to do in my lifetime is I've definitely been fortunate to be the cool girl in a lot of circles with dudes where we were just platonic friends, and I've had some very interesting conversations with them over the years where they were very candid to me about things, and I asked very candid questions because inquiring minds wanted to know, and I wanted to know what made them tick, and what was their thought process behind some of the shit they did. I felt like it would probably help me deal with the men in my life better, and I wasn't wrong. It was definitely eye-opening and enlightening. And we're definitely, like I said, we're definitely different. And I even realize right now, that's why a lot of men, I know this won't resonate for all of y'all because we all at different ages and shit like that, but I feel like it happened to young women too. Do you ever notice how a man will try to shame you for being single? Have you ever been shamed? You ain't got no man. What's wrong with you? Right? But see, that is projection. Because again, they struggle with being alone and independent. We don't. And a lot of times we get shit projected on us because of their own insecurity, their own loneliness and insecurity, or insecurity about being alone. They're insecure about that shit. And you know how I know I'm not lying? Because I've been confronted like that several times. And can I tell y'all something? The honest truth. When everybody leave this house and I get to be here by myself, a bitch frolic around in her bra and her panties. I cook what I like. I eat what I like. I find the documentaries I like. I play with my pets. I water my plants. I put on the documentaries I love. I smoke the stickiest of the icky. I meditate. I stretch. I mind my business. I could be alone for 24 hours and the 24 hours don't owe me nothing. My mind is so fucking... My horizons is so broad, I can keep myself entertained, baby, all alone. And I know that I'm not the only person that's that way. Like, I'm not saying that we don't crave or still like care about human contact and human contact. Not saying that, but there's that. But then there's also like, I'm pretty cool. I kind of dig my likes and my interests. I can kick it with myself. She pretty cool. So that was like one of the things that made me realize like that shit is a big projection, because they the ones that can't. Men will stay with women that they can't stand, that they hate. They murder them women when they could just leave. All right. No, I wasn't saying anything sexual. I literally do. I have a orange cat, and I have a little puppy dog. My puppy dog sitting at my foot right now. He's sitting right by my feet, sleep. But yeah, I'm off the soapbox. But yeah, because this text just threw me off, and somebody just texted me. I'm done. Okay. But yeah. And some of us are a certain age, but any of you that are younger than me that's watching this, I advocate for that for young women. I stay on my daughter about it. I love that about her. Use your youth to really find yourself and make yourself happy and explore yourself and figure out, like, see all the things in the world. Like, use that time. Don't be afraid to be by yourself. That's a total projection. It really is. Yep. A lot of women feel like that. A lot of women feel like I want a relationship, but I don't want to settle. And that's how I feel. I'm not anti-relationship. I ain't never gonna get on here and tell y'all that. I am very much still a Pisces. I love men. I do. I love men. And when the right one come along, I'm gonna love his ass. I promise you I am. Unapologetically. I ain't gonna get on here and lie to y'all about it. But again, women will hit a point where they're not willing to settle, so they'll just wait it out, and they're okay with that. Right? And I advocate for women to definitely take that time when they're young. I feel like that's very important. I feel like we make better choices as far as picking partners when we don't pick them too young. Don't trust their partner. No, a lot of times, not all the time, but sometimes you can't trust your young self. Okay. Yeah, 5 of Cups. I do feel like you definitely offered something in the past, like you were invested. Whatever you professed or promised or you offered or whatever, however it is you offered yourself two connections, Pisces, with the lovers. It was very authentic, and I feel like you were disappointed with the Five of Cups here. You definitely were disappointed. Two of Swords, it made you realize that you had some decisions to make. Yep, Ten of Pentacles. This is very close to home and dealing with shit, either dealing with family or work, or like I said, if it's even relationships, it's like what long term, like dealing with like what's gonna really work long term. You get what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and talk about why we are the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like we got some decisions to make. So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles first. I do feel like it's something about decisions that we're about proceeding. The Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands, and there it is under there again. Pisces, for some of y'all, if there's something about someone trying to offer some sort of because it could be someone trying to offer some sort of apology after they hurt your feelings, or it could be something about someone that you have been in some sort of battle with, right? I don't know. It could be something about somebody that you've been in a battle with. It could definitely be something about someone that has a bit of an ego. It could be something about a decision that you're trying to make about dealing with that type of energy, especially if there's someone who makes things unnecessarily hard. I don't know why I heard that, but I heard that. And it's something about ego. Some of you, I feel like it's something about accepting an apology. It's something about something that you got, a decision you got to make about something that could be like wearing you out, something about a battle, or something that's someone who is causing a lot of battles. Six of Wands and the Sun. Yeah, you see something clearly about a conflict, though. Yep, there it is. There it is again. Something about you proceeding with caution. Pisces, I see you holding back and proceeding with caution, but I see you getting the Ace of Cups under there, too. Give me one for the Queen of Pentacles here. Something about you picking and choosing your battles. I feel like that's strongly, Pisces. Give me one for this Queen of Pentacles. You are definitely focused on your stability, your comfort, right? Your garden. Six of Pentacles. Yup. Yup. The High Priestess. You are using your intuition. You're focusing on... Some of you got something to do with Christmas and gifts, too. I don't know. Some of y'all dealing with delivery drivers. I don't know. I'm telling something about delivery drivers or something about people who deliver shit, deliver gifts like Amazon driver, package deliveries, because it's something about this season. I'm also seeing something about some of y'all are definitely working a lot of, y'all doing a lot of work, maybe even overtime for Christmas and shit like that. I'm seeing that, too. But it is something about you being the Queen of Pentacles is someone who knows their worth and add tax for sure. So it's very much making sure that I am looking out for myself, but it's also making sure I'm looking out for the shit that matter to me too. Because the Queen of Pentacles don't just take care of herself; she take care of MFers around her too, if she cares, right? If she cares, and it's something about you giving here and what you're going to give to, and you are using your intuition. The High Priestess here. What's going on with your intuition? 7. See, here it is again. Your intuition is telling you to shut the fuck up about something. Your intuition is telling you something about something that's hidden, that's not very... You know something. And it's something about this proceeding with caution. Your intuition is telling you something about picking and choosing your battles wisely. I do feel like there's definitely some shit that you are aware of, that you're not going to indulge in. Something about you proceeding with caution, but you are proceeding. So let's talk about what this Six of Wands is going on here that we're unaware of. Now, for some of y'all, this could be an acknowledgement that you don't see coming, right? This could be a victory and success that is headed your way. You just don't see it yet, right? The Six of Wands could definitely be you, right? Getting to take your bow, right? It could definitely be that. It could definitely be you getting a victory and success that you've been working hard on. But it could also be some sort of acknowledgement coming from someone that you're unaware that's headed your way. Because never forget that King of Wands is still down here. So let's see. Spirit, what can you tell Pisces about this Six of Wands that we're unaware of? Some of you could be like a promotion, and the thanks for the vagueness, Two of Wands, that is headed your way, right? Either you're headed that way, either you're headed towards victory and success, or it's headed your damn way. Look at it. Thanks for nothing. Look, the Seven of Wands. There it is again. What? Seven of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay. Pisces, there could be someone that is headed your way. Someone could be headed your way, but they're proceeding with caution right now because they could be definitely with the Seven of Wands having to fight their way out of something. Someone could be definitely having to stand their ground and fight their way out of something before they come towards you to give you some sort of acknowledgement. Pisces is, again, this could have everything to do with the way you're handling something in a direction that you're taking, because I keep getting this proceed with caution energy here. I want another one. I want to know why this is study coming up. Give me one more for the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands here for what Pisces doesn't know. Like I said, if it's just you don't know if you don't quite know, which is understandable, you don't quite know if the moves you're making and the decisions that you're making are going to turn out in your favor and that you're going to be victorious and successful. You may not know that yet. Of course you don't, because all you can do is do what you can do and hope for the best, right? And you may not know that the situation that the way that you're handling a situation and however you're deciding to proceed with caution, you may not know that that's going to be successful for you. But I do feel like this is something that could be headed our way too that we're unaware of. So let me get one more for the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands here for Pisces. And we're unaware of. I do feel like it's headed our way and we're unaware of it regardless, whether we're invoking it or it's coming towards us. Look, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Didn't I fucking tell you? Now remember, wasn't the obstacle the Knight of Pentacles, right? Wasn't this the obstacle, right? The emotional maturity, clarity, stability, the trustworthiness, the reliability, right? The unsurety about that, right? Because that's what we want. We want the Knight of Pentacles. The obstacle was the unsurety about it. However this is going, but Pisces, look at it now. Ain't it sure now? Ain't it sure now? Two of Wands, Six of Wands. Ain't it clear now? Am I clear to you on the mic? This is for sure now, see, and you don't know this. Whether this is, like I said, whether this is about the actions that you yourself are taking and the way you're handling something, or this is someone coming towards you. Look, the Lovers. There it go. There it go. Now it's coming back. Now it's coming back, Pisces. Now it is. Now it's coming back. See, because I told you in the past you gave it. Didn't I tell you you gave it in the past? Now it's coming back. The Lovers. Now it's coming back. I just don't know how this is going, but I definitely feel it. Leslie, it will come. It will turn out okay. I'm telling you it will turn out okay, all right? And if it don't, allow me to give my sister's address publicly on YouTube. Feel free to look for me there. If I'm wrong and you gotta come looking for me to open up a can of whoop ass, I'm going to give you all my sister's full address. Just try and find me. Pisces, you don't know that the victory and the success and the acknowledgement and the loyalty and the dependability and the stability that you've been wanting is headed your way. It is coming back. I see you gave it in the past. Authentically, the authentic love and gratitude and that's coming back. The Lovers, it is. It's getting ready to come back. Yep. And you don't see it yet because you've been disappointed about some shit and you got some decisions to make. Pisces, the kind of decisions that you're making has to do with, like I said, come with 10 of Cups. So it's like, what's the best way to handle some shit where I'm happy? And again, the people that I have to deal with, or I have to, like, the people that I have to deal with, like, what's going to work the best way that everybody, that we can have the most peaceful, harmonious situation going on here. I see a plan coming in. So let's see what the King of Wands is here about, what we don't know. Now, Pisces, again, you may not know that you are going to be very soon put in a position of leadership. You're gonna be the leader, right? The King of Wands. It could almost be like you may not even know that you're going to be put in the position to lead the situation, right? Something about the King of Wands is a leader, right? He makes the decisions. He leads the pack, right? He decides which way the group is going. So Pisces, you may not know that you're going to be put in a leadership role in a position. to get some shit together. And for some of you, if you don't know that you're getting ready to be put in a leadership role or position, it could definitely be a masculine energy that is going to give, that is considering you for that, okay? Some of you, I get like a boss energy coming to you, wanting you to lead something here. It's coming up as masculine. It doesn't have to be, but it is, right? But it doesn't have to be, but it's coming up that way, right? But for some of you, it's just you taking, you're going to be the leader. You're going to be in charge. I'm in charge, right? But for others of you, I got to tell you, you don't know it, but there's a person that is headed towards your way. Like I said, loyalty, reliability, you're getting back that energy from, damn, I shuffled already. You're getting back that energy from somebody. You're getting back that same kind of energy you give from somebody who could be coming towards you, for sure, for sure. Give me some for this King of Wands. Spirit, what can you tell me about this King of Wands here for Pisces that we don't know? 5 of Cups and a Tower. Now, let me tell you something, Pisces. I'm going to tell you something. Again, 2 ways. Pisces, someone may want you to definitely take a leadership role in some shit because they're extremely disappointed about how some shit has been going. There could also be some shit that is just extremely been disappointing to you, and because you've been disappointed about this 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups energy down here in the present, Pisces, your disappointment could end up being fuel to your fire with the Tower to bring some shit down, for sure. Your disappointment could be the fuel to the fire. Like, this could be really the reason why you are taking control of a situation, because you could be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it could definitely be about you being the King of Wands. Then you take action. The Tower, you blow the shit up. 5 of Swords. Yep, 3 of Swords. You go ahead and the words. I don't know why this came up for me today, because I haven't said it since I was young. And I used to definitely say it when we used to play cards and spades all the time. But we used to say this, like, get them kids out the street. And it just basically meant, like, put all the bullshit on the floor, right? Get them kids out the street. Get all the bullshit. Just put all the bullshit out there. And Pisces, I don't know, you may have to, something may be disappointing you, and you may have to be the catalyst to get them kids off the street and bust some whole bullshit open. A 5 of Swords or 3 of Swords, a Tower. You may be the one who have to take action about the situation here, for sure. And if you are with the Knight of Cups, I feel like you're supported. I feel like you are being supported in that endeavor, because that's the only way to end some shit. Now, if this is someone coming towards you, Pisces, I'm telling you, and remember what we just talked about. No offense. But again, masculine, feminine energy. Y'all put this where this goes. And this could be male or female, but the energy to me does give me the very masculine energy of someone. I don't want to say it like that, but like they could definitely be disappointed. Like, cause the chaos could be theirs, and they could be walking away and leaving that shit. It's people, y'all. I have a King of Cups here. I have y'all as the Queen of Pentacles. I have her 1, 2. I have the Queen of Pentacles here twice. I have the King of Cups here. I have y'all the Queen of Cups here. Then I have a King of Wands here. So there's people involved in whatever the fuck I'm talking about. So y'all just have to put it where it goes. But if this is someone coming to you in love, you better believe this person has been hurt. And it could be the hurt that this person has been experiencing that got them taking action. The Tower, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords makes me feel like somebody could have definitely got, like I said, some shit just blew up, went wrong, ended. This person is definitely, and you know what, Pisces, I see this being the kind of person, this is the kind of person that you could ask, like, is everything okay? And they're going to tell you everything is fine. They're going to tell you everything is fine. And they're going to try to like, put their guard up about it. But this person is moving on from something. But I feel I feel like whatever hurt this person, it still hurt to the degree where they're defensive about it. And let me explain, but I understand. It's like it's one of them things where you still kind of tender about. Yep, I told you. I knew what I felt. For y'all, if this is about love, I'm going to tell y'all something. And I can tell you why I feel about it. It's the only way I can relate to it. Y'all know I lost my son last year, right? And the way, like, grief is a process. So I'll be grieving this shit. I'll be grieving this shit for the rest of my days. Let's just be honest. This shit will put a twang in my heart for the rest of my life. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's still very tender and soft. It's still a very tender, soft thing for me. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think about him a lot more than I speak. That is a very tender spot that I don't touch with other people. I tread very lightly with it because I know it's tender. And I do feel like this could be someone that is still very tender. Like something could be that disappointing and hurt this person that they're still. Look, I'm getting ready to clarify. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. King of Swords. I'm telling y'all. This could be somebody who is still very tender. I want one more for this King of Wands here. And like I said, if this is about work, this could be somebody that's wanting you to take action because they've been disappointed with previous. Like if this is work, this could be somebody wanting you to take charge and coming towards you and acknowledging you and maybe want you to take a leadership role. It's because they're disappointed in whatever others are doing in a situation, right? Maybe this is why you got to tread lightly because you already know it's going to be some problems and some haters when the MF find out you got something going on, right? That you're getting something. I'm picking up on so much shit. Let me get one more about this King of Wands here. Again, I do feel like this person's disappointment is definitely something that's going to pay off in your favor, or something that's going to something that's disappointing the hell out of you and that you deciding to take charge on. You doing the right fucking thing. It's going to pay off for you. Give me one more for this King of Wands. Six of Swords. See, I told you. This person may still, if this is someone coming into you, this person may be still having a hard time moving on. If this is about work, it's something about someone being already disappointed about some shit somebody been doing. See, Six of Swords could be ready to fire people, to be honest. Yep, I knew it. Somebody could be disappointed in something that someone is doing as far as work, and they could be literally ready to fire them people, send them people on. Six of Swords and Death. Go to the HR office. That is the walk of death. I'm hearing go to the HR office, okay? Hey, pure energy, you understand. Yeah. And it's like pure energy, like it's been 5 years. I'm not 2 years in yet. But you know that shit is a process. And you might not wear it on the outside every day, but it's in there. And the way, and you cope with it in your own different ways. And if it's healthier for me right now, for me to keep it in a tender place and only touch it in solitude, and when I can handle it, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know, like you get what I'm saying. It's tender, it's tender. It's a wound that is just very gently and very fragilely healing. And I treat that shit very fragilely. You understand? Like, I treat it fragilely. And I do feel like some of you are dealing with someone. I'm not dealing. Someone is coming towards you. But that it feels like that. Like, it's something tender. So, if it's something that somebody is like I said, somebody might be real direct, real driven, real focused, real, magnanimous and every fucking thing. But there's a tender spot. There's something that hurts somebody that's tender, that they're still hurting over death. This could be somebody grieving over someone that passed away. It could literally be somebody grieving. Yes, this is somebody that is grieving, and if it's not a literal death, grieving a change. Again, for the women I'm talking to, and I know shade towards men, but they are different. Like I said, we'll go through a breakup. And we got to go through the stages of a breakup. Most of us. Some of the time. A lot of the time. It all depends. No, I'm gonna be honest. If we really loved somebody we broke up with, it's levels to it. If you break up with somebody you was kind of lukewarm about anyway, right? I've lived. I'm old enough to speak. I feel like we all can relate, because even if you're young, you relate now, and if you're my age, you relate then. Like, you might have dated some people where it was always iffy. Right? You might have liked them. It might have been just something about him when you looked at him. You didn't much particularly like his eye or like his nose or his lip. Like, And it could be breakups that when it's finally over, you ain't really tripping because for whatever reason, you weren't really that emotionally invested, right? But then there's relationships when your ass feel like you are in love, right? Then there's the ones where you are in love, you know it's love and all that good shit. Those kind of relationships, for most women, when you break up from those kind of relationships, there's a significant turnaround time, right? There's a significant turnaround time for healing because we be fucked up. Like it fuck us up. You know, we got to go through all them stages, right? We do. It hurt us. But I feel like, and I don't want to generalize men, but I do feel like I can say this about men. The difference with us and men is I feel like men emotionally check out of a relationship that they unhappy in. They emotionally check out years and all that shit, months and days before they leave. So when they leave, that grieving process may not, like when they're leaving, like when they're ready to go, that grieving process may not be. I ain't gonna say the grieving process ain't as long, but I will say this: a lot of them don't enjoy being single. They don't enjoy not having a company of a woman. So they'll move on. They'll grieve and move on. We'll grieve, then move on, but they'll grieve and move on. I hope I make sense. Right? I hope I'm making sense. So you may definitely be, someone coming towards you could definitely be in the process of grieving and moving on. For sure. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. I feel like it is true. I feel like that's why no matter how bad the breakup is, they will always be in a relationship with someone much quicker than we will. We definitely, that's why they could be a little dangerous too, because they'll get a bitch on the rebound and have her thinking that she didn't, really found her love, and all it really is that he over that relationship, but he likes the company. He doesn't like not having the company of a woman, and you could just be something that he's snuggling up under while he's grieving and moving on until he really ready to move on to what he wants. See, they a little different than us. I don't feel like this is the case, not at all, Pisces. I'm just saying, if this is someone coming towards you, this person has definitely went through some significant changes. There's endings and things have transformed for this person. I also feel like the actions that you take about things that you are disappointed in too, with the Six of Swords, it'll be able to move things forward, and it can end, change, and transform a lot of shit for you. Put it where it goes. I see it two ways. Look, Judgment, big energy. And there go a King of Swords. I know I ain't crazy. The Moon. There's definitely something here about a King of Swords here. It's coming up a very masculine energy. This may be something that could be something about a legal situation. It also feels like something about a decision that someone has to make. Now, Pisces, if this is you being in the position of authority, this is you having an ultimate judgment. Some of you may be in a position where you're going to be having an ultimate judgment, a decision to make about like people staying or going at work. I do also feel like something about you making judgments about who's staying and going, period. But I'm also picking up a masculine energy that is very much, there's some emotions under, and here you go, the Hangman. You go the Moon and the Hangman under this King of Swords. The Four of Wands. You are involved in this shit somewhere, sis. Maybe, why do I feel like somebody want to come hang out with you? I feel like somebody may come hang out with you. I also feel like there's a masculine energy. Like I said, there's something about his emotions. Something about coming to hang out with you. Be aware if somebody come hang out with you, you might pick up on it and feel it too. But a lot of you, I do see there could definitely be something at work, like with somebody who was in authority. And they're going to make some ultimate decisions here. But I feel like they are deciding to, like, it's something about working with you and offering you something and putting you in some sort of position. Let's see what the Five of Swords here is about for something, what you don't know. Let's see what this, like I said, I don't know if this Five of Swords is yours or someone else's. Eight of Wands. That's too many. Eight of Wands flipped out. I'll take that one. Ten of Swords. Pisces, you may just be like, I don't know. Couple things I'm feeling. Pisces, why do I feel like if somebody keeps picking at you, like I feel like if somebody keep picking at you for some sort of I don't know. I just feel like with these birds, I don't know, I feel like somebody study picking at you. And with the Eight of Wands, you may definitely end up telling somebody what you really think. I'm kind of getting that with the Ten of Swords. I don't know, because you may be telling someone that. Somebody may really, you may end up really telling somebody. I don't know, it could be a little stress and anxiety about speaking the truth about something too, Pisces, because the Ten of Swords is something about some shit that's over. I also feel like this could be someone else with the Five of Swords very much in their head about communicating something to you. It's about communicating something. Something is over. Seven of Wands. See? The Tower. See, I do feel like someone is defensive about communicating something to you. It's, well, I don't know why it's so drastic, but it's a Tower. Maybe I don't know, they defensive about that Tower. Give me one more. I mean, I guess I can understand. I'm a private person too. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm very private. I know that sound like a damn lie, and I'm sitting on YouTube to start, and I saw it when I was shuffling. Aquarius energy. I know that sounds like I'm lying because I'm on fucking YouTube, but that is, it's true. The Ten of Swords, there it is again. I really am a private person. And I feel like this person, if this is about someone else, this is definitely something about somebody being a private person. Pisces, there is something about privacy, and it kept coming up, you treading lightly here about how to proceed. So this could definitely be something about you really putting a lot of thought and about you speaking with intention. Let me just say that, right? But I do feel like there's something that someone wants to speak here. The Star got everything to do with renew hope, faith, right? Wish fulfillment. Pisces, literally someone could be definitely getting ready to like give you your props. Someone could be coming towards you very disappointed with some other situations and ready to move forward. And I feel like someone could literally be like they could have been having a Five of Swords and they could be communicating to you what they're wishing for. Someone could definitely be like, I don't know, it could be, it's something about someone communicating to you because of your authenticity, right? Because the Star is authentic. The Star is definitely something about authenticity. You got Aquarius energy here. I do feel like it's someone that wants to speak something to you. They could definitely want to expose you. Why do I feel like somebody may want to come clean? I feel like get stripped naked, but I don't mean that in a literal sense, like the literal naked sense. I feel like somebody could really want to come clean and really tell you about some shit that they really been disappointed in. They're going to move on and they're ready to move on. There is some shit that's getting ready to be over. They may be struggling. Like I said, it could be if someone new's coming in, they may have a hard time really opening up and expressing themselves. They could be defensive about some shit that ended for sure. But like I said, this could be work. This could be a boss coming to talk to you about some shit straight up. And Pisces, I don't know why I feel like some of you may be in a position where I don't know why I'm feeling like this for some of y'all. This is something very specific. This is not for everybody. But you watch my words for one of y'all. One of y'all are getting ready to be put in a position to have to speak up and speak the truth because of your authenticity. See, that's why something about you proceeding with caution, because I see you like, oh, why the fuck do I gotta be the one to do this, right? Pisces, I feel like for some of you, and I don't know what this situation is exactly, but you remember I fucking told you, you don't know what's coming, but I do feel like for some of you, there's an energy that's going to come towards you. This energy is coming in full recognition and acknowledgement of you. This energy could even be coming towards you to really stroke your ego. Like, I feel like you could be getting your ego stroked. Yes, Pisces. And with the Knight Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this energy is coming towards you because I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is the energy you are receiving because it's what you give back. Remember, I said you getting the shit back you give. But here it go. Here's someone coming towards you for the very energy that you give, the very authentic energy that you give. Someone is getting ready to come to you, give you your props, acknowledge something for you. I do feel like there's definitely opportunity in this for you, no doubt about it, because you're getting victory, success, and acknowledgement. And the Knight of Pentacles is long-term security, reliability. I feel like you are being trusted because you are trustworthy. You are relied upon because you are reliable, right? Someone is acknowledging you because you do shit that's worthy of being acknowledged. But here's the rub. This person is going to come to you because they know that there's a situation that they need to that they have to take action on. I feel like they're in a leadership position in this situation, and they're disappointed about how some shit is going, and they know that it is time to move on, rather move to calmer waters, agree to disagree, move on. I do feel like with the water and the air, it's like I feel like they may have tried water, they may have tried air, and I feel like whatever it is they've tried has not been successful, right? Because I feel like this energy is coming towards you, but I feel like this energy is coming towards you very disappointed in another situation. And very much in the energy where I know that it is time I'm disappointed, and I know that it's time to move on from this, right? Now check this out. Check this out. I feel like whatever this person, I feel like this person got quite the little headache going. Y'all see Kobe little fluffy ass. I gotta shave him. I feel like this person got quite the little birds pecking at their head. And why do I feel like a little transfer energy going here? I feel like this person's this shit is pecking at their brain. And I feel like they're going to peck at your brain because it's something about speaking to you about it. It's something about somebody speaking to you. They're keeping it very real. I feel like they're stripping down. They're keeping it very real when they speaking to you about the situation. And they're doing this because they feel like you are authentic. I do feel like this is a person that definitely like has adoration for you. Right? They do. They think you're authentic, right? But I also feel like there's something about, I feel like it's something about you having to speak up because you're the authentic one, right? I feel like the Five of Swords for some of y'all could definitely be like you being in your, like I said, why I gotta be the one to do it, right? Why I gotta be the one? Yeah, I see it two ways. I see it a couple ways. Just put it where it goes, because it's only us. Only fucking us. Only fucking us. If you get me, you get me. Only fucking us. And I don't know which way this is going to be, because this happens to me a lot in my life too, believe it or not. It does. So let's go ahead and see what we got. What Spirit say what's coming in the near future. Y'all make sure y'all take care of y'all girl with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Y'all please hype me up. I still am offering the mini read, y'all. They $25. If you ever interested, just email me, send over the payment and email me. I usually get them done within 24 to 48 hours. I usually don't take too long with them. But, let me see. Why do you do that? Okay. So let's see. Spirit, near future. What should Pisces be expecting in the near future? I do feel like there is an energy coming to you that is very much in their head, wanting to speak, wanting to communicate, wanting to really strip everything down and be authentic about something that's happening here. For sure. You may not know that. Look, Six of Swords. Didn't I tell you? Look, it's already here. Listen, I do feel like Pisces again. If this is not an action that you are taking, right? If this is not something that has everything to do with you taking charge and you making you setting the motherfucking pace about things that things that have you disappointed, like you taking charge of shit that's disappointing you and situations that's disappointing you in order to move this shit forward, and you getting really a lot of victory and success and acknowledgement from it, like for it, right? And you could definitely be, because you're deciding to take charge and do what you're doing, it could definitely be like, for some reason, for whatever reason, you just feel like you are put in a position where you're going to have to be the one to keep it real and speak up and tell the truth. And I, like, again, that could be the energy that could be why I keep picking up on this proceed with caution energy with you. Because that could be why you're deciding that you got to proceed with caution. You know what you got to do, right? And you know what you're going to do, but you got to think, right? We think, right? But again, this may not be, the Six of Swords may not be your ass, but there's that moving on. I told you, it's something about taking charge of some situations that someone is disappointed in. I feel like the King of Wands is somebody taking accountability of the Five of Cups, taking accountability for some shit that's disappointed them, and however way it's going, and making that decision to move on. Now in the near future with the Six of Swords, there it is. Someone deciding to take charge and move on from that. Look, the Nine of Pentacles. Now, Pisces, this could be, someone could be coming directly towards you doing this, or someone is deciding that it is like yeah, it's something about coming towards you with this, though, for sure. I know it is. Look, oh, Seven of Swords and the Sun. Pisces, why do I feel like someone is like, I feel like someone wants to reveal some shit to you. I do. I don't know if they're leaving. I don't know. Like I said, if this about work, people be getting fired. Like, someone could literally come and tell you, like, yeah, see, this type of shit I hate, right? So this is a little messy, but like, let's say this at work. This could be someone literally coming to you like, yeah, we've been seeing what such and such as doing. We know what such and such as doing, right? Right? Like, yeah, they will be moving on, right? I see, because it's something about revealing something to you. For some of you, I do feel like something about work will be revealed to you. And it's definitely going in your favor. I do feel like you are trusted. Like I said, what you gave in the past is coming back to you. But again, it might be a situation that you got to handle delicately, because it could be a lot of butt hurts, right? And I do feel like some victory and some success and acknowledgement could be coming your way in that respect, because you deserve it with the Six of Wands, right? You work your ass off, right? I'm picking up like security, bank security. I'm picking up, excuse me, people who work in finance, children and families. Like children and family services, people who work in healthcare, for sure. Now, Pisces, in the near future, you may just be simply figuring out how to move this shit along. And with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords and the Sun, you could just be seeing some shit. You may just be deciding that you have to move in secrecy and silence because you see some shit clearly. Maybe with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe you are, I ain't gonna say maybe, because if this is about you, you are definitely moving on with the Six of Swords. You are, right? And the Nine of Pentacles tell me that you single, solid, stable, and abundant. You got this. But with the Seven of Swords and the Sun, I feel like it could be something about the entire situation where you are seeing clearly that you got to move in secrecy and silence and be strategic. It's something about the Seven of Swords is hidden energy, but the Sun is clarity. So if this is not someone coming towards you telling you what's hidden, this is you knowing, however you're getting ready to move something along, that you're going to have to keep some shit to yourself. Strength, yep, hold some shit back, yep. If someone's telling you something, you're gonna have to, it's almost like some shit, it could be some shit that you wish somebody didn't tell you, for sure, especially at work. Yep. For some of you, it's something that you wish the motherfucker didn't tell you. For sure. And if it's somebody coming towards you, it is something that, like I said, with the Seven of Swords and the Sun, if this is somebody coming towards you that's getting out of something, I feel like with the Seven of Swords and the Sun, I feel like they may be strategic. They may think they're being strategic, but the Sun makes me feel like you see something. The sun is illumination. It's being able to see. It's what's in the dark, everything in the dark being exposed. Give me some more for the near future, Pisces. What else should we be expecting in the near future? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, patience and divine timing, reunion and reconciliation. The King of Swords here. Some of you, there could definitely be someone that you're going to have to be patient with because they're healing. And it could be, I picked this up too in a couple of reads I did today. It could have definitely been some shit that went down in Sagittarius season that has made people realize something that went down in Sagittarius season, got people realizing it's time to move on in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's going to be different for everyone, right? I've got some tea at work. Yup. I know it. Some of y'all know somebody getting shipped off at work. Like this King of Swords might have been the one that told you. Like, just watch. Just be patient. Just watch. Somebody moving on, right? And it could even be somebody telling you something about somebody getting sent packing. With Temperance, they lost their patience. I don't know. It could be, I feel like there's something here that happened in Sagittarius that season that's invoking this whole thing, Pisces. However this is going for any of us, right? If I'm just talking to us in general, but again, Pisces, I can pick up the messages if I'm just talking to you on a just you level, right? I see the messages if I'm just talking to you and you just getting the pep talk that you need to hear about what you got to do, right? And you knowing what you got to do. And that could be why you're coming up as kings and queens, right? Because queens nurture. Queens are the ones that nurture and grow, and kings are the ones that that protect and provide, right? And we all got masculine and feminine inside of us, right? And for some of us, it's just having to make some real motherfucking decisions about energies that we give to, because again, it came up in the recent past of us definitely being willing to put our money where our mouth is in terms of what we give to the lovers. When we put our all, this is whatever we give our heart to, putting our all into it, right? Very authentically. And it could just be some shit with some decisions that you got to make, and you really got to decide what you're going to give to, and pick and choose your battles wisely. And whatever decisions you decide to make, really paying off for you. And it could have everything to do with you just taking charge and stepping up and becoming a leader in whatever situations you're dealing with where you're disappointed. Leading, this is when you can do something about something, doing it, right? Because everything you can't do anything about, right? I don't control the world outside of my door. Sometimes I don't control the world inside of here. I have a level of control here, though, right? And so this is about controlling the controllables and about taking action and responsibility for, if this shit keep disappointing me, if this is a problem for me, that I got to take the accountability and I got to move this shit forward. Something got to move forward and something got to change, right? And again, and it could have everything to do with you having to speak up and be authentic and speak your truth and just and say what you gotta say. And you may not know that you're gonna do that, and that's going to be it's gonna be like wish fulfillment. It's gonna bring in what you've really been wanting. In Temperance and the Six of Swords, it could be you moving on, being able to move on. The King of Swords could definitely be you meaning what you're saying what you mean. But I am picking up a lot of people here, and I do feel like there's something here about a masculine energy. And I don't know if he's lost his patience with the situation. I don't know if something that has happened in Sagittarius season, because again, Sagittarius season was a doozy, and I feel like it was something about Sagittarius season that has made someone realize that they got to move on. Look, the King of Swords. Look, the Chariot. What did I say? Didn't I say it? Ain't I been saying it? Didn't I say it when I did? Some of y'all got a traveling man here. Something about a traveling man. Some of y'all next love might be a traveling man. Yes. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Let me show you. The King of Swords, the Chariot, the Tower. I told you. Either y'all know what's gonna happen. Some of y'all know what's getting ready to happen at work. Y'all know there's something getting ready to go up because somebody done told you. Period. And I hate to say it like this because again, it may be one of the things where like you sure hate that you know, and you know it's gonna hurt some people or whatever. But with the Six of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, this person is coming towards you because they know that they can trust you. They know that they can rely on you. They know they depend on you. It's something about, like I said, it's something about you being authentic, right? You whatever it is that you do, you put your heart into that shit, right? And this person is acknowledging it. But again, and it is something that's beneficial to you, right? Because you can't help what other people gonna do. People gonna people. You know, they are. I hate to say it like that because you don't want to see anybody lose their job, especially not right now, right? We don't want to see people hurt and fucked up, right? We don't. But people have free will, and we have to accept that a lot of wounds that's inflicted on people are self-inflicted, right? And it does feel like it's an element. It's an element to some of that if this is about work. Like, it's self-inflicted wounds presently. Again, 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups. I feel like it's a bunch of chaos and people ain't taking some shit seriously. Like, I don't know. I even feel like people walking away. It's almost like people doing too much, kicking in the party, and it ain't focusing on their responsibilities or some shit. I don't know. Like I said, y'all, put it where it goes. If this is about work, right? Yeah, somebody done told y'all ass. Y'all know somebody shit getting ready to go kablooey. Y'all know some shit is going kablooey. Y'all know. Y'all do know. Yeah, sometimes people do put themselves in that position. I just don't want y'all to ever get the idea that I'm over here dancing on somebody's grave when we talk about these kind of things, because I'm not. Like I said, I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to see anybody lose. I have a big fucking heart. I believe there is enough on this earth for everybody. And I don't want to see anybody suffer and go without. I don't. If I ruled the world, I free all my sons. Black diamonds and pearls. If I ruled the world. But I don't. Right? But like some shit you just cannot fucking control. And I feel like some of you know. Now for some of you, this is an energy coming towards you. And that it has everything to do with something that went down in Sagittarius season. I do feel like if this is a man coming towards y'all, this man may have really lost his patience with a situation, right? Or this could be someone coming towards you and they've been kind of patient about it. This could be someone coming towards you very slowly, so you're going to have to use a little patience, right? You may run into somebody in its divine timing with the 6 of Swords and Temperance, 2 Pisces. You may be out and about, and it could be something about divine timing. You running into somebody. Look, there it is, the King of Swords and the Chariot again. Pisces, if you run into somebody out and about, you out, they out, and you run into somebody, the Tower, it was divine time. It was divine. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. Give me one more for the near future, and then we'll clarify before I get out of here. Give me one more. Oh, the page. Look. The cards want me to know. Okay. Now, Pisces, for some of you, I do feel like in the near future, with the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, in the near future, whatever changes is getting ready to happen, it's because someone has been watching, right? It's something about watching something change, watching something, learning something, discovering something, studying something, and knowing that it needs to be, knowing that something needs to be changed here, right? Pisces, again, put this shit where this goes. Pisces, someone could have been watching you. Look, 3 of Pentacles, see? Look, 3 of Pentacles, look, the Ace of Cups. See, I know something is going in your favor, but the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. But it got everything to do with somebody sitting back doing a lot of deep introspection and soul searching about some Knight of Wands type of energy, right? The opposite of the Knight of Pentacles, right? The opposite of the energy where you could rely on, you could trust, the energy that's dependable, the energy that's going to be there, right? The ride or die energy. Somebody been sitting back thinking about that energy. They done some soul searching about it. And I feel like doing the soul searching has brought somebody to the conclusion on how to heal the whole thing. You put that where that goes. I have Virgo Aquarius energy here. Somebody is excited for a new beginning. They know it has to be a new beginning. Pisces, some of you, there is someone that is coming towards you. They've been kind of keeping an eye out on you. It's something about patience, though. I feel like, I don't know I don't know what this patience is about. It could be someone that's been patiently kind of watching and waiting. I do feel like there's something here in the near future. Whatever someone is studying and learning is getting ready to change everything too. There's something here about healthcare. I'm picking up this strongly. Healthcare, ambulance, healing, traveling. I'm picking up like traveling nurses, traveling in healthcare. I don't know, medical supplies, medical equipment. I do feel like it's something about studying something. I also feel like in the near future there's something here about Pisces. You might be peeping how some shit is getting ready to change yourself in the near future, because there's something about peeping how some shit change. Somebody could definitely be watching you too. Let me go ahead and clarify, see what we get on this near future. Again, y'all take care of y'all, girl, with that like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yup, they do. Hey, Kim Possible. Thank you. Y'all, I knew I had to work on my energy when I got this already. And I put it on. I stood in that mirror, and I couldn't appreciate it. And I had to ask my baby. I'm like, is this... I said, I know I've worn this color before, but it seemed like something is off. Is it something off to you? She's like, no, it's really pretty. Like that color looks really good on you. And I asked her like a couple more times, and she's like, why you keep asking me that? And I realized, I'm going to tell you, because I told y'all, my intuition is strong. And this is what my intuition told me. The problem is that you feel like the hair is wearing you, and you're not wearing the hair is wearing you. You don't feel up to snuff. You better get it together, because it's not the hair, it's you. You don't feel up to snuff. I did this shit myself. I do my own hair. I can't afford. I can't afford those high prices. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't or I would if I could. I'll definitely say that I can't. But there is something in me that makes me feel like some of that shit is just too expensive, and that if given the right opportunity, I tell my kids this all the time, and I do really believe this, and I don't mean this in an arrogant way. When they ask me stuff, and the kids be like, oh, TT, you did this, or oh, Mom, you did this, and I tell them they can't believe I did something. I tell them, I don't believe there's nothing that I can't learn. I believe I can learn anything. It just has to be available to be taught. And I have to want to learn it. It got to be something I want to learn, because I ain't going to learn some shit I don't give a damn about. Honestly. I ain't going to pay attention that long. I digress. But thank you. Thank you. I feel good. It made me feel good. Sometimes you need to change up. That's one thing a lot of the women in my family have in common. And a lot of women might feel like this in general. I know I do. Like, the women in my family get bored with they look very easily. I don't give a damn how fire their hair is today. It could be fire. It could change their whole life. 7 days. It has a 7-day expiration date before she's gonna wake up, and she ain't gonna appreciate that look like she did 7 days ago. And then she's gonna want to switch it. And that's me. I just like to change it up. I'm in a witness protection program. I like to change my disguises. I'm already working on the next disguise. While I'm wearing this look, I'm already working on the next one. Please believe it. Yeah, I feel like I can learn anything. Yeah, I feel like I can learn it. I did this shit myself. I did it myself. I feel like I can learn it. If I can just take my time, sit down, watch. You know, I'm a visual learner, but I feel like it ain't too much I feel like I can't fucking do. I do. I feel like a lot of us are like that, though. Of course, we have to be some things we interested in, but let's see what the Six of Swords is about here, because there is something about moving on that we're unaware of about this Six of Swords and someone taking action of it. And then I see it happening in the near future. So let's see what this Six of Swords is about here in the near future. This shit makes me so nervous. Y'all just don't know. I am the tarot reader. I do read for the collective. I read for all of us. I am a Pisces too. And I actually have to really rely on the collective reads because I do read for myself, but because I am insane, it just drives me crazy because I see some things and I know what the cards are saying. And my cards got the audacity when I try to read for myself. They repeat, bitch, I said what I said. And even though the cards are saying, bitch, what I said, I'm still like, what the fuck are you saying? So I find that the collective reads that I do for everybody is good because I can listen to them objectively, let the messages marinate, and then they apply. I can let them apply. Sometimes it's good to talk to myself, right? And this type of shit just makes me so freaking nervous, y'all, because y'all see this tower on this Six of Swords. Y'all know what this means. And it's been coming up. I keep telling y'all breakup energy. I keep getting breakup energy. Now, again, I don't know who these people are that are breaking up. Thank you, Leslie. Like I said, I can't lie and say that if I had all that money, that if I was wealthy and I could just pay somebody to do it, I can't lie and say I wouldn't just pay somebody to do that. But because I'm not wealthy and I feel like I'm not wealthy, but my ass is smart, my ass can learn. I tickled the shit out of my friend Dawn when I said that. I said, girl, I might be hard-headed, but my ass can learn. I can learn. That's one thing I've always been able to do. I can fucking learn. Oh, yes, I can. You'll never fucking think I can't learn something. I can learn it. It's all going to depend on how much I care. So, what is it? Necessity is the mother of all inventions. Is that the saying? Yeah, necessity. The feeling like I gotta have it. And I can't afford to pay somebody else to do it. I feel the necessity to learn. I'm scared to look under this deck while this tower is here. Because in the near future, there is something about moving on. And this tower is attached to it. It's some shit going up. Let's look under the deck. Page of Swords. I told you. This is saying some watching. Watching. I don't know what this energy is about, but there's an expiration date on something because someone is watching. How y'all like this? What they watching? Watching the devil. Watching something in Capricorn season. Capricorns all in the fucking building. See, it goes from Sagittarius to Capricorn. What? Y'all better tell me something. Listen, there's an energy of big old moving on, but it's a tower. I don't know if it's something surprising you, Pisces, or if you surprising motherfuckers. I don't know which way it's going. I don't know if you shook up the world with the way you moving on, because you see look, y'all look. Page of Swords, the devil, the Two of Swords. Oh, this is gonna be some shit here. Pisces, I don't know. Like I said, you could be causing this tower yourself because you're taking action to move some shit forward. Because you see the toxic shit. You see whatever the toxicity is, and with the Two of Swords, it's kind of like you coming to the realization, like, if you don't make a decision and do some shit, ain't nothing gonna happen. But I feel like a lot of you are not involved in this tower. Like, this is not your tower. This can have everything to do with what somebody else been looking at. Some of y'all flat out, it's going to be a huge surprise. Somebody kind of been keeping an eye out on you, watching you, obsessing over you. It could be a complete tower, the tower moment for you, that someone is coming towards you, or that they got out of something, or they moved on from something, that they broke up with something, left something. Again, people could be sitting packing from their job. I'm seeing something here about boats and fire, and I don't like that. I don't like that. That's totally irrelevant. It just feel like some bigger stuff. I don't care for it though. Let me get one more on this Tower and the Six of Swords for the near future. Seven of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Pisces, why do I feel like someone kind of sat back? Because there go the King of Wands again. Pisces, if this is not you taking fucking action and really deciding that you got to put your foot down and move some shit along, right? You got to take accountability for whatever the fuck it is that's disappointing you. And again, you could be blowing up some people's fucking world, right? With the way you getting ready to move or move on. But again, this could be someone coming towards you. And I feel like this person, I feel like somebody, I don't know. It feels like waiting. It feels like was invested. I don't know. It definitely could feel like, I feel like this is someone coming towards you, whether this is work or love. Someone definitely is blowing up whatever energy with the Seven of Pentacles, whatever investment that they had. I do feel like they're no longer investing. There go that King of Wands again. Yep, Seven of Wands. I'm telling you. Why is somebody just sitting back? What are they doing? For some of y'all about work, this is very fucking interesting. What is this? It's almost like if this about work, that you know your employer sitting back giving somebody just enough rope to hang themselves. That's what my grandma would say. Give them enough rope to hang themselves. If that's what somebody at work doing. Thank you, Nikki Nicole. Hey, how you doing, babe? It's something about somebody getting it. I feel like in the near future, you're going to be surprised because it's going to be something about a faulty foundation coming down and someone is moving on. It's something about no longer investing in something with this Tower energy. And I do feel like this King of Wands is the one that's taking the action. Seven of Wands, Three of Wands. It's something about just sitting back, waiting. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it is. Let's see why Temperance is here. Again, this could, for some of y'all, this could be reunion or reconciliation. This could also be just about something. Like I said, for some of us, it got something to do with something that happened in Sagittarius season. Period. I feel like, what's the saying? Something's rotten in Denmark. I feel like someone lost their patience in Sagittarius season. I feel like something about Sagittarius season being very eye-opening. And in some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's some things that happen that were divinely guided. And I feel like someone could have there's definitely an energy of Sagittarius season really showing somebody. Let's just go ahead and get it. Let me just go ahead and get it. Why is Temperance here? Four of Cups. I told you. Death. There's something about, some of y'all are dealing with a Sagittarius, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. I feel like more than anything in the near future, what's happening is somebody is really fucking over a situation. I feel like, again, there's a Tower moment coming. Someone is no longer investing. I feel like something about Sagittarius season may have pushed, something about Sagittarius season pushing people to the edge where they are completely over it. Like they're no longer even accepting some shit anymore. And death makes me feel like there's definitely getting ready to be end changes and transformations. I keep getting that breakup energy, and I know I'm right. Ace of Swords. There's definitely some things that are transforming. There are some situations that are ending to never be again. I know this is the truth. Some of you do have someone that is coming towards you. But again, this person could have definitely, I don't know, whatever blew up for them, whatever that they are leaving behind or blew up for them, it is definitely some shit that they were invested in. I do feel like something about Sagittarius season could have really pushed them to the edge to knowing that it's over. But it is over. But you may have to be patient with someone because they are going through a huge transition. I'm going to be honest with you. Give me one more for this Temperance card in the near future. The Hangman, see? Page of Wands. Pisces, I feel like in the near future, I feel like you cannot help. With the Hangman and the Four Cups, I feel like in the near future, anything that you are over and that you lost patience for or with, you can't even help it in the near future. I feel like in the near future, you're not going to invest or be patient with certain situations anymore. You're no longer invested in, and I'm gonna tell you something. You're not even gonna be able to help the way you feel about it anymore. Something about the whole situation has changed and transformed. Could even been a situation that changed and transformed you. It could even be about like literal death and grief. But I do feel like there's something about some kind of healing that you go. That's whatever Pisces. If whatever you're healing from in the near future, because we all healing. It's a journey. Whatever you're healing from in the near future, I feel like with the Hangman, I feel like anything that you're over with, that you feel over about, that you're just kind of over, you're not even going to be able to help how you feel about that shit anymore. I'm going to tell you that. Like, you're over something, and I don't care what happens, something about something may never be the same for you anymore. And it may be a real surprise to others that you're no longer invested and that you, like, I've kind of moved on and over it. I get that strongly for some of y'all. You have soured and you cannot be de-sweetened on something in the near future. That's what I always say about us, though. And I feel that strongly. That's one of them things where, like, when you through, you get tired when you get tired. And that's one thing I know about us. We could be all soft and cuddly and warm and loving when we are that way. Well, baby, that's why people never believe that we'll turn. That people will never believe that we'll get enough. The people that try us and do us wrong. You're so loving, someone will never believe that you'll stop. And in the near future, I feel like it could be something that you have completely healed and over with, and you can make yourself want it again if you wanted to. And it may be a complete shock and surprise that you're no longer investing and that you're moving on. I also feel like for some of you, you may also just have to be stuck in the knowledge that there is something that is getting ready to be completely over with, but it's kind of like nothing you can do about it, right? Like I said, because someone could be sharing that to you, that they're over something. And like with patience and divine timing, it could be like something, I feel like it's something somebody could already told you about, but something could be happening in their future where it's really going to crack. And with the Hangman, it could just be you just like I said, it ain't really nothing you could do about it. You're aware that it ain't really nothing you could do about it. Like, I'm just going to hang out over here. All right? You know what? I'm just going to hang out on over there. All right? Thank you, Iviani. Thank you. Thank you. Pisces, it could also be, let me tell you something. There could also be a lot of things that you've been enlightened on and you kind of been hanging in and hanging on. It could be some things you've been aware of. You could have been kind of waiting on a moment for other individuals to finally see the truth and be over some shit and stop investing in some shit and move on from some shit. I do feel like it could be some shit happening like that in the near future. Right? With the Hangman, where it was like it was nothing you could kind of do, like, right? Your hands were tied to get people to see certain shit to the point where you were kind of like over it and you just kind of like had to wait. Something in Sagittarius season could have went down, or something about Sagittarius season, or something that a Sagittarius or a Scorpio is doing is going to blow some shit up. Okay, let's find out what this Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords is about. I do feel like in the near future, Pisces, there is some sort of energy. I have a direct message for you. I heard just watch how shit changing. Watch and learn. Study and pay attention, Pisces. Watch how something is changing in the near future. Pay attention. And I also feel like there's something about you being watched, right? Someone could definitely be watching and paying attention and seeing something change for you, right? Because I have two cards of Sagittarius season. I do feel like something about the season that we are coming out of, it has a lot to do with what's getting ready to happen into the season that we're going into. I feel like I'm being told that things that were watched, noticed, studied, and learned in Sagittarius season had a lot to do with it. I feel like it was the wheel of fortune. It was like divine timing. I feel like a lot of shit that's getting ready to happen was destined and fated. That's why I feel like with the hangman, if there's some shit that is not, that there's nothing that you can do about. Pisces, I also feel like it could also be that time, right? With temperance and the four of cups and the hangman, it could also be, like I said, one of them situations where for whatever fucking reason, and you don't need no explanation, but for whatever fucking reason, divine time has kicked in and you are like, you have run out of patience and you are completely over some shit, right? And you could definitely be rocking some motherfucking worlds, because like I feel like you could be no longer invested in some situations where you feel like the foundation is faulty and you are moving on, and it could definitely be rocking people's world. People could be watching you change, watching some sort of change in you. But I also feel like I said, as far as work go, you already know somebody was over. And I feel like in specifically something, if this is about work, something that somebody saw in Sagittarius season. Like I said, specifically about being watched in Sagittarius season. And it's like the wheel of fortune is like knowing that there's destined and fated changes that has to be made, but are going to be made, like, period. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Thank you so much, New York. I love New York. Do I find hair bundles discounted? No. No, I do not. Now, if you want me to be honest, I have a very generous benefactor. It's a niece of mine. She's young enough to be my daughter. She's a cold-blooded little sister. She owns a semi-truck, and that sister drives an 18-wheeler. She's my polar opposite, a Virgo. She loves nice things, and she spends money on nice things. She just has one particular little problem. She bores easily of nice things. She bores very quickly of nice things, and she replaces them. And the funny thing about it is this sister got long hair. Her real hair is almost down her ass, but she, like me, she likes to change the look. I told you, women in my family don't like to look the same any longer than 7 days. If we look the same after 7 days, I don't care how cute it is, we are bored. It just don't hit the same anymore. She has that shit really bad herself. And so we were just talking one day, and I'm like, I know you got some, because she buys the most beautiful's wigs. She gets the prettiest braids. She just do the most. I said, I know you got some shit over there. She said, I do, TT. I do. I'm gonna send something over there. What's she do that for? So this unit, I can guarantee you, is very expensive. I couldn't tell you how much she spent, but I know she spent. I know she did. I can't even brag and say I bought it, but I did put it on my head. I did wash it and blow dry it, and Shanae showed enough bumper curl it. I digress. Let's go ahead and see what this Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords is about. Pisces, I'm also hearing, like I said, in the near future, let me just tell you something. In the near future, there's going to be some tower moments where there's some energies that are no longer invested. I feel like it's some long-awaited tower moments coming with the Seven of Pentacles, like some long-awaited ones, some that's coming in, definitely ones that were bound and destined to happen. And it's something about people moving on. And I feel like in the near future, with the Wheel of Fortune, with Temperance and the Four of Cups and the Hangman, I feel like there is some sort of energy of, I don't want to say it like what goes around comes around. There's some of that energy. It's also some sort of energy of patience and divine timing, in terms of there being things, like I said, that you may have been over some situations, like completely over some shit. Some shit could have been unfair. There could have been some opportunities that you missed. And it's something about the tables turning. Yeah, because Pisces, I do feel like there's someone coming and offering you a cup. So let's see what this Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords is about. Pisces, definitely pay attention and study and watch how something is changing, because it is in the near future. You're going to peep it. You're going to see it. You studying it. You watching it. You learning it. I also feel like it's something about something that somebody peeped in Sagittarius season that's changing everything, that's turning some tables. I also feel like there could be someone watching the tables turn for you. Something about someone else's tables could have been turned. This person been kind of watching you, or they're watching you, but they've learned some sort of fucking lesson here. Let's just see what's going on here. Thank you though. Thank y'all. Let's see what this the Ten of Wands. Look at this. There's definitely a lot of energy of the Ten of Wands is when you just can't carry the weight of something anymore, right? Yep, look, the Lovers. Oh, and there go the Lovers over there back, y'all. Look, the Lovers, Temperance. Now, why are you doing this to me, Spirit? The World, the Fool, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. Why is this happening? Pisces, remember I had you being the Lovers in the recent past. Now here's the Temperance and the Lovers again. Some of y'all are dealing with a Gemini or a Sagittarius. Here's that World energy and the Fool. Pisces, for some of you, there's definitely someone coming towards you. It may require a little patience. For some of you may have to be patient with someone new coming towards you, because they could definitely be getting out of some shit for sure. But I see a lot of fucking things here. Pisces, pay attention. Just pay attention to how something is changing. I do feel like someone could be watching you and seeing the tables turn. Something about, like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like something is changing. It's divinely guided. I feel like it's something about not carrying the heavy weight of others. It's also something about unions and partnerships that's equally yoked. Temperance is there. It is again, that patience and divine timing, reunion and reconciliation. It could also be about peeping something about soulmates and Sagittarius season, the World. It could be something that someone saw online, or peeping something about this kind of energy that lets someone know that a cycle needed to close out. Seeing something about someone not learning some sort of lessons. Big shit. Give me one more for this Wheel of Fortune and a Page of Swords here for the near future. The Magician and the Seven of Cups. Either somebody is ready to manifest a brand new beginning for themselves, and they got all the skills, gifts, ability, and the talent to do it. And when the Seven of Cups, they're just trying to figure out their options. Or somebody really peeps something about somebody in Sagittarius season. With the Magician and Seven of Cups, it almost feels like somebody was full of shit. I don't even know why I'm hearing drinking on the job. I do feel like it's something about peeping that somebody is full of shit, and somebody, like, I don't know, it feels like the here it is again with that energy of like the spell being broken, like really seeing something clearly here, right? This is when the Magician can't stand up in front of you no more and pull a dove out of the hat, because everybody can see the fucking the dove in the hat already or some shit. It's something like seeing through someone's bullshit for sure. Pisces, I do feel like in the near future there is going to be a significant change in you that's going to be noticed. There's something about you being noticed, and something about a significant change happening in you. I do feel like there's going to be some energies that are realizing that you are no longer carrying the weight or the burden on something, dealing with them, that you are completely over it. You may definitely shock some people when they realize you are no longer invested in some shit, dealing with them like you used to. And it could definitely be like, I feel like someone could definitely be seeing with the Magician and the Seven of Cups. They could definitely be seeing what you're capable of manifesting and what you're doing and the options that you have. Or you just people, or like I said, if there's somebody that's full of shit that's watching you, you see them for what they are, and they can see how some things moving on, and you're not carrying it anymore. Let me see what's underneath this deck. The Seven of Wands. Wow. Yep, there go the Emperor. And the Ace of Cups. Spicy, something is definitely going in your fucking favor, though. I don't give a damn how you slice it. Because whether this is you being the emperor and getting this Ace of Cups for yourself because you the fucking boss and you standing in a position of authority to do that shit, or this is an emperor advocating for you. All right, I don't know. This emperor could be getting ready to do something that's going in your favor. Or if this is just new love coming for you, this could definitely be somebody who is definitely still trying to figure some shit out, but no longer carrying the burdens of some other shit. Also, no longer being fooled or deceived about some other shit. Being completely over it. But I do feel like a lot of y'all got new love or return love coming. This person is a bit defensive though. I got the Emperor energy, Aries, Taurus. I got the Sun, Leo energy. Pisces, the Sun. I have the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, the Sun, the High Priestess, and the King of Swords, and the Chariot. So, either you know exactly what it is that you're going to do and you're in complete control of your destiny and what you're going to allow and what you're going to get, and whatever you're doing, you're absolutely right. But if you're a woman, you're coming up in very masculine energy because you definitely standing on business. If I'm just talking to a woman and I'm not talking about love, you are getting ready to stand on fucking business. Now, some of you, again, it is something about work, and you absolutely know something going on with a boss or an authority figure. You see everything clearly. You know what the Sun and High Priestess, you know, but you are keeping fucking quiet, and they're got that King of Swords and the Chariot. You know how somebody's gonna move forward. Three of Swords, and you know somebody gonna be hurt. You know that somebody's getting ready to move forward, and there's gonna be some people hurt, and it's probably why you being quiet. And if it's one of them things about work, I feel like it's one of them things where you feel like with the High Priestess and the Sun, you feel like if someone would have just fucking paid attention and shut up or just looked, they would have saw that so clearly. Like, it feel like it's something that is so clear to you and that should be clear to others, but it is not. So that's why with the High Priestess, you shutting the fuck up because you're wise and you know to shut the fuck up. If this is about work, you know that you know what your employer's getting ready to do. And listen, and I hate to say it again, with the Ace of Cups and the Sun, it's gonna work out in your favor, but it is not your fault. You understand what I'm saying? You can't control anyone else. The High Priest is the King of Swords. You know what this boss, this King of Swords is gonna do. And Chariot, you know how they're gonna move forward, and you know someone is gonna be hurt by it. No doubt about it. If this is about love, you're going to see someone very clearly. With the King of Swords and the High Priestess, I feel like this is like your intuition knowing. Like, I feel like you know that this person want to move forward. But I also feel like there's something about your intuition knowing something about with the King. The King of Swords is stoic, right? So I feel like this could be the kind of person that does tell the truth. They don't lie, but they omit. So it could be kind of like, even though you know that they're telling you the truth about everything, you know that there's things that they are omitting that's going on with them, but you still see everything very clearly about them. It doesn't feel bad. It just feels like you may be dealing with the kind of person that's real defensive. Someone who is not, like I said, it could be some stuff going on with them right now that emotionally they're not emotionally ready to touch right now. So they could be a little defensive. They got a tender spot somewhere. But I feel like you see it clearly. I do feel like you are very aware, whether intuitively or otherwise, you're clear on it. Yes. That is what I'm feeling like. I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now because I did not realize it was 2 o'clock in the morning. But I had a great time with y'all. Leslie, I'm going to do your mini read in the morning if you don't mind. I get up early in the morning. That's why I'm going to make my ass go to bed. That's another thing. I got to get my sleep schedule together because the kids are going to be here. I need to beat the kids. One thing about the kids aren't getting up early in the morning. They are not. I will not see those children early in the morning. So what I need to do is get up and beat them. I need to be productive and get some shit done before they even get their little asses up. And then I got to try to figure out how to work my way into. I don't mind going live and doing Q&A when they moving around because y'all understand that it's a house with kids in it. So maybe it'll be something I try to focus on tomorrow, just like going live and just doing Q&A. For as long as it jump. As long as I got them comfortable and they're not acting too irrational, I don't mind them moving around while I go live. It's harder to get the space and the privacy when I want to pre-record. So I'm going to try to get up very, very early and beat their ass before they get up. And not beat them, like touch them. The early bird get the worm. I'm going to try to be the earliest bird tomorrow. Okay? I thank each and every one of y'all for kicking it with me. I thank y'all for entrusting me, believing me, supporting me, allowing me this opportunity. I hope the read brought you peace, love, light, and clarity. Be sure to hype your girl up. Y'all keep y'all eyes open. Also, listen, another thing I just got really quickly. I told y'all it's breakup energy in the air. There's breakup energies in the air, and some of these breakups that's happening, it's not going to be so overtly stated or proclaimed. You're going to notice and peep and watch how something change. You know, y'all know we perceptive as hell. Pisces, in the near future, you might be peeping and perceiving how something is changing. Even if somebody is trying to put up some sort of illusion, I feel like you see the change. Okay? I don't know why I just got that, but there could definitely be that kind of energy. Just pay attention. Pisces, in the near future, pay attention. Because if you pay close attention to some shit, you'll see the changes. And I also feel like it's almost like with the changes, it's like seeing someone's mask slip. It's like seeing a mask slip. Seeing the truth. There's something is happening in the near future. Where whatever smoke screen or false facade someone has been putting up or they've been able to keep up is going to be exposed. I just don't know how that's going. Okay? I love y'all. And I hope y'all make sure y'all stay cool. Y'all stay beautiful. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay high vibing. Y'all stay safe. Love on your loved ones extra hard. Love on the people who love on you back extra hard. Okay? Because we need each other right now. We really do. I'm going to get my ass in this bed so I can get up early and try to be Miss Poppin' Fresh and do some cold shit for y'all. I truly, truly appreciate every last one of y'all. I will talk to y'all later on today. Good night, my beautiful soul tribe. Ugh.